it's Stacy with So Steady and
Mendy.
And we are back with our Ranges Quilt project. We are doing blocks 20 and 21 today. Is that right?
That's right.
Yes. We've got some really fun things that we're going to share today too. If you've been enjoying this new Tecoma Template Set and what you can, all the awesomeness you can do with it, then I think you're really going to love the new quilt pattern and class series that we're going to be sharing by Janet Collins called the Luna Quilt. That's going to be something that we're going to be launching June 15th. So I'll be sharing some more information about that today. And then we might even be showing off Mendy's almost finished Ranges quilt using the 18-inch Ranges pattern. So she's been showing off the 12-inch designs on the screen during our demos, but then she's been doing the 18-inch kind of as her practice piece. And I think her practice piece looks amazing. So super excited to show everybody what that looks like today too. So are you ready to take them over to the kind of preparing table at this point?
I am.
Okay. Let's go ahead and move the camera over there. And I think, oh, wrong camera. There's the right one. All right, so
I thought maybe what we'd do is start with the two that we did last week as the finished ones. So this is block 18, and
turn
it's
it a little sideways because they're reading
oh,
everything sideways.
sorry.
Right now.
Here
There it is.
Okay, so this is block 18. It's the wallaby grass.
Okay.
So this is the finished design on that one. And that was the picture of what we were supposed to be doing.
You might have to put that a little bit closer to the camera. It's hard to see.
This one?
There it is.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
So here is the finished product. And then block 19, which was called Shrubby Fireweed. And this is the picture, and this is the finished block.
And that was from last week?
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. So now we're ready to dive into...
And that must have been blocks 18 and 19 then?
Correct.
Okay, great.
Okay, so now we're on to block 20, which is called Possum Way. And actually with this one, I think they're referring us back to quilt block number 1, Ferndale in reverse. So we're going to start with that, but first we're going to start with 24 lines on here. So I've got my 24-inch or my 24 reference point crosshair square in place. Just a sec, let's make sure my chalk is waking up. Stace, I've got more chalk in the drawer right in front of you. Could you hand me one?
And that one.
There we go. Okay. Nope.
No. All right. Here's another one.
All right. It's just one of those days. Chalk doesn't want to come out and play. Here we go.
There's a good one.
There we go. I don't know why some of them like to and some of them don't, but
chalk gets packed in there.
Yeah. Okay, and we're going to find our center. So we're just going to go like this and like this. Okay, so we're all marked up. Let me get my pin and put it in the center here. And while I'm getting this ready, should we show them what I've got on the wall?
Ooh, okay. Let's see. I'm going to use this camera to do it because I think that it's going to have the best view. Maybe. Oh, get that right off there. Maybe I got a little aggressive. See if that does it. I might have to step back a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to choose a couple ways to show you all this amazing quilt project. So we're going to be showing you right now the 18-inch version. Let's see what that does. All right, so that is showing you just a few of the blocks. So now I'm going to show you with the laptop camera here. There we go. Okay, so now you can kind of see all of the blocks. Some of them are a little blocked because of the sewing machine area there, but that is the finished quilt, ladies. 25 blocks in all, right?
Yes.
25 blocks in all, and we're doing 20 and 21 today. So we're really getting close to the end. And that's why we have to get you guys to start jumping into that Luna class series that's going to be starting here with Janet Collins June 15th. Especially if you've dove in and really enjoyed this. I know a lot of people that are joining us right now have really loved this kind of style of project, which I agree. If I were to really jump in, I think that this would be the style I'd be really excited about. So I love the colors. Show them your favorite colors.
Well, my favorite colors are the ones that really pop. This one is more subtle, but I love this one, and I love
with the ombre. And,
yeah, I used ombre fabric on this particular quilt, and in some cases it's more obvious than others. Like this is very, very subtle. And really all you can tell is the dots go from red to orange on that one.
But I could just, this is going to be a gorgeous quilt, on a bed or, and yet again, it's another king size quilt.
It's not king size.
Oh, it's not?
No, I think this is more queen size.
Queen size, okay. Yeah. It just looks really big. All right, so taking you back over to the sewing machine area.
Yes. So we're going to start by making
I need to move the camera for the sewing machine
okay.
area. So let me go ahead and do that. And then
you might want to come around the other way.
Oops. There we go.
Because of all the activity here.
See how that looks. Okay.
All right. So we're going to start by making the circle in the center, as we usually do. Let's go ahead and put our needle down, needle up, and bring up our, let's see. There we go.
I think that's a good view.
All right.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and we'll come around this way. And we'll finish it. Right there. Okay, so I don't know that there's any magic in where we start with this one because we're just going to be going around and alternating our T1 and our T2. So let's go ahead and get started here. Oh, there it is. T2 is right there. Okay, so here we go. All right, let's bring it around where we can see it. I'm going to take that off, put our T2 on. Going this way. All right, we're going to get that in place. And we're going to come up here, and we're going to travel down to it. What's going on here? Huh. Let's come back up here for a minute.
Oh, you got an extra long string.
Yeah, I've got
That's weird.
Extra long thread here for some reason. Oh, it came threaded, which I'm not sure how that happened, but okay. So let's go. Give me a minute here. Always something new, isn't it? Okay. Okay. And I'm not going to bring the thread up this time because we're going to start up at the outside edge that's going to get trimmed away anyway. So, okay, here we go. I'm going to get that thread out of there though. Okay, swap out. These days, I think I turned on the fireplace and it's starting to get pretty warm in here. Oh, yeah. Now let's go ahead and get this where it should be. So then we'll come down here. Okay, we'll turn this around again. And get this where it should be. Right. So just switching back and forth, which is the usual MO here.
So we had a good question just come in. Someone said, where do you get a foot to fit a Bernina 1080? Or I think 1008. And you've come to the right place now. So said he does have a ruler foot that will work. You do have to get the number 77 shank adapter for that older Bernina machine. But I can go ahead and post a link to that for you.
Right. Yeah, that's it. What's nice is that although Bernina has a ruler foot that works perfectly for their new machines, there is an answer for the old ones too.
So I'm going to post a link to the ruler foot package right now. And then we are using the Tecoma Template Set to create this entire quilt. So the Tecoma Template Set is a brand new set that was just released this year by Leonie West. And basically it comes with 2 different sizes to choose from, either a 12, is it a 12 and a half?
12 inch.
12 inch or an 18 inch. And then it also comes with an option for an Echo set. And then finally, if you want to get the Ranges book with the template set, we do have a kind of a combination opportunity for you as well. So there's a few different ways that you can purchase it. They're all in a kind of a drop-down fashion on the page. So I'm going to post a link to the Tecoma Set. And then keep in mind that, you know, if you are in the U.S., we do have an opportunity for you to choose to pick up in any of the retail stores that are available within, I think, a 100-mile radius of you. And you can get the free shipping for that. So that's a benefit to the U.S. at this time. trying to figure out how to make it a benefit worldwide. But that is an option for the US. Someone asked, are you skipping lines with T1?
Yes. It's every other one. With T1, you start in the center and go out, and T2 is from the out in.
And then you are using that, the super duper crosshair ruler, right?
The 24-inch crosshair, yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of a newer crosshair ruler. We call it the Ultimate. The Ultimate crosshair ruler, I believe is the name of it. Let me check. But I would say it would probably be worth buying for this project because there are so many 24-inch markings.
I didn't have it in the beginning, and I was just using my 6-inch crosshair square and then moving it 4 times. But this is definitely easier when you just have it once and, you know, you're done. But you can do it with the other ones. The 8-point also works.
I'm looking for the Ultimate on here. I'm having a hard time finding it. Let's see. Let's see if I just use that word. There's a few Ultimates. There it is. So I guess there's maybe a few options for Ultimate. You can get a 24-point and you can get a 32-point. So she is using the 24-point. What size should I cut my block fabric to use the 18-inch set?
It is an 18-inch block that gets cut down to 15.5. I still have all kinds of pink chalk on my stable tape. So pink really stays with you.
This is a nice comment. Sandy said, love the Tecoma set and have the Tecoma book. Watching you create the blocks has made it so much easier to follow.
Good.
Well, I would agree with that. I think that there's a lot of things that can sometimes be left up into interpretation.
Yeah.
And, you know, kind of teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
Yeah. And so, you know, I definitely think that.
Well, and that's one reason why I actually end up making 2 quilts.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, for me, the instructions are not always as simple as I think they might be to others.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Get that on that reference line. Okay. Now we're gonna come back here. Okay. Right there.
$18" was mentioned for regarding the 18" rulers. Someone asked the 18" was mentioned, but I thought you were using 14" squares.
Yes.
And then cutting them down to 12.5, which is true.
For this, there's two different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
So the one that I'm working on now is the finished square size of 12.5.
And then what is the starter square size on the 18" ruler? 18" again?
18".
Okay.
That's cut down to 15.5.
Oh, neat. Okay. So that's why some of these designs really do fill better with the 18" rulers.
Correct. All right.
So if you wanted to fill the same way, you could cut yours down to 10.5.
So, I'm sorry, what?
If they wanted it to fill the same way, they could they could take their 14" blocks and cut them down to 10.5.
I don't know. I haven't tested that. So, all right. So now we're coming to the second part of this. So she's just going to have us take the T1 and we're going to go the opposite direction now. So we were faced this way. Now we're going to go this way. So let me put it on here. And we're going to go every other one. Okay. So let's see. We started. Well, I don't know that it matters where we started. We're going to. Yeah, we're going to want to have circles here. So we're gonna, this is gonna give me circles for my T1. So I'm gonna go every other one on this one around. And when we're doing the circles, you're just gonna go to where your stitch line matches. You're not gonna make the extra stitches all the way into the dip of the template. You're just gonna hit your stitch line and then come up. Okay, so now let's get that out of the way, and we'll come here, and now we're just, see there, so there's our circles. So now we're going to go over to this one. So let's just travel over here. And we're going to put that in. And we've got to be farther because I was here on this one. So I have to be there on that one. So let's come over here. And there we go. All right. So now we're going to take this, and I matched up with my reference line there. So here we go. So just barely touching when we hit that other side of that circle. Okay, and now we're going to want to, not this one, but this one. So we're just going to go along the edge here. There we go. And we're right where we need, is that right? No, that is not right. I want to be circle, circle, here we go, on this one. And the way you can tell that is because you won't see the other half of the circle if you're not in the right place. Make sure that I am doing that right. Yeah, I am. Okay. You know, self-doubt. All right, so now let's go ahead and go up here. So I just was here, so we're going to be here. So let's see where I need to be. Let's see if I'm on my reference line. One more stitch, I think. There we go. Okay. Okay. And I got the, unfortunately, I got my bobbin thread in there, so we'll have to take care of that in a minute. But for right now, let's just get this out of the way. There we go. Okay, so now we were just here, so we're going here. Okay, bring that right there. There's my circles. All right. So I'm going to take this and crawl up here. And I was just here, so now I'm going to be over here. Further. Sometimes with the glare of the light, I have a hard time seeing my reference line. There we go. There it is. Okay. So Just touching. Just touching. All right. So now it's not this one, but this one. Right. Right over here. These threads out of my way. Here's one here. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to go over here. Here we go. There we are. All right. There it is. Okay. All right, we're going to crawl up here because this is going to get cut back down to 12.5 inches. So I do have about 3/4 of an inch on each side to play with. So here, this is where I want to be. Right. Okay. There we go. All right, and now we've made our passes all the way around. So I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to break my thread. And I do want to show you because on most of the cutouts that she does, it's a pretty simple pattern to see, you know, where you're going to cut. On this particular one, she gives you a diagram. And what I would suggest you do is that you just take this and you literally use this and mark every single one, and just, you're going to do it on all 4 sides, and it comes out perfect that way. But to see the pattern for me without this diagram was not going to happen. So that's how I would approach this in terms of your cutout sections. And I'll show you that next week. All right, so now we're done with block 20, and we're going to move on to block 21. Let me put those templates back there and get the block over here. So block 21 is called Kangaroo Fern, and this, we're going to be doing the same thing we did last week, where we do the first 3, and then we're going to take 1 and reverse it, and then do the rest. So it is a little bit of a mind bender at first, but once you get going, it's easy. All right, so let's go ahead and bring this over here, and we're going to mark this with 24 reference lines. So let's get that done. Okay. And there we go. Okay, we're going to mark our center again, because I can't get into the hole with my charcoal marker. Okay, now we're going to put the pin in. Let me get it off of the one we just finished. And I do, because I'm on my pressing board, I'm going to stick it through there first, like that, and then bring it up through the back. Okay, now I'm right there. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the sewing machine and get started. Let's read the instructions here. Let's get the book, because I'm not sure I printed out all of this. This is block 21. Okay, so back at the sewing machine, and what she's going to do, or what we're going to do, we're going to make our circle first, okay? And I'm going to set block 17, use the diagrams below for reference. All right, so on this particular, yeah, there we go. So we're going to start, we're just going to use the diagram, because when I don't, I'm very visual, so we're just going to stay with the diagram, okay? Here we go. Let's go ahead and get down here. We're going to make our circle. Bring up our bobbin thread. around, get these threads back over here, and bring this down here. Okay, so now we're going to look at this, and it shows that we're going to do 1, 2, 3. So we're going to finish 3. So let's do that. Let's get it back in position where we can do that. Okay. Once again, the threads are in my way here. There we go. Okay. So now I'm straight down. I'm going to go like this. Turn like this where you can see better, I think. So we're going to do 1, 2, and on 3 we are going all the way to the dip. Okay, so now what it shows is we're going to take T2 and we're going to have it in this position, and we are going to come up and finish here. So let's do that. Now we're going to turn it around. Get it on our reference line, and then we come back down. So remember that T1 starts in the center and T2 starts out the outside and ends in the center. So this is just how we're going to make those bubbles on this pattern here. If you can see the pattern, I don't know if you can, am I in the camera with the pattern?
Not quite. Come over to the right a little bit. There, that's easy.
Okay, so this is how we're making these circles, is by that reverse process, okay? So let's go ahead and finish here. All right. And then with this one, we're going to just follow that stitching down to the circle. Okay. Now we're going to go back to our T1. Get it on there. And we're going to move up to this one right here. So here we go. All right. So now you'll know you're in the right position because I'm on my reference line and we want to touch the top of that one, right? So here we go. It's 1, 2, 3. Stop on your stitch line and then reverse. Reverse means we're going to go the opposite way that our other template was going. There we go. And once again, I'm on my reference line right there. So now all I'm going to do is do that 1 and 1. Stop on the reference line, and then I'm going to turn that around. And get that on the reference line there. And here we go. I think you can see better that way. Okay, I'm going to take that off, and then we're just going to follow that stitch line that we did before down to the center circle. Okay, now let's go ahead and put T1 back on. And we're going to come up here. Right to there. There we are. So here we go again. All right, we'll reverse. Sorry guys, I'm going by Braille to get that on there. All right, I'm in the right place. I'm on my reference line. Okay, now I'm going to just turn this around. Okay. There we go. Follow the circle again. And I'm just going up as high as my stitch line there. I want to be on that reference line. Opposite direction. I'm on my reference line. Turn this around. There we go.
Yeah, I was going to actually answer a question that came in out loud. Linda, all of these videos are stored in 2 different locations. You can either go to the So Steady YouTube playlist, which we have all of the videos there, and just search for our videos under the name Tecoma. You'll find all of the videos that we've done. That's probably the safest place to go because, in all honesty, we had 1 or 2 sessions where we couldn't actually put it on Facebook. So I'll try to post a link to that so you can access all of the YouTube videos that we've created for this class series so far. And then the other option for you is to go into our Facebook page, go to, I think, videos, and then you'll be able to find all of them in there as well. So they're all stored there. They will eventually all be on the university. That's kind of our goal, is that we get to them over to the university. But for right now, they're all going to be stored on the on either YouTube or on Facebook.
Now here's a situation where Stacy was talking and I wasn't paying attention, so I went too far.
It's all Stacy's fault.
So what'll happen is I'll take those stitches out whenever I am doing this. So we're just gonna improvise right now, but no, that shouldn't have been there. I was paying attention to what she was doing and not to what I was doing. Okay. All right. We're just going to follow that stitch line right down to the circle again. Okay. We're going to put this one back on. That one over there. There we go. Should be where we want to be. Yep. Okay. Now put this one on. Okay. Get it right on your reference line. Make sure the reference line's there.
When we put items on the SoCine University, if you purchase them or you qualify for them with the purchase of the tools, then the classes are available indefinitely. So there's no timeline for being able to access the classes. This will be free with the purchase of the Ranges book, as it's kind of a tandem class. Kind of have to have the book to. So if you purchase the Ranges book and the Tecoma Template Set, then you'll have access to this class series, and or you just be able to purchase it right on the university.
These out of my way here. Okay, continue up your circle to the top of your last stitch line. Reference lines on the chalk marks that we made. Okay, turn it around so you can see. One extra off with my needle that I didn't mean to do, so we'll just back that up. Okay. This will be our last one. Okay, we're just going to walk back to the center and then we'll break thread. Alrighty. So other than my moment of not paying attention and listening to my daughter, we're good. So this is the design. I'll take that little extra stitch out, but there's all of your bubbles for the outside, and then we'll come back and have it cut out for you next week.
Excellent. So I did want to make one more announcement. We do have a really, really awesome class series that's going to be starting on June 15th. And it is going to be for the Luna class, which I had mentioned earlier. And that class series is going to dive into all of the Tecoma templates. And Janet Collins has created a gorgeous quilt that has kind of, it's got like a moonscape, if you will.
Do you have a picture of it?
I do. I'm going to put it on the screen. And
I haven't even seen it.
You haven't even seen it. That's just crazy. Let's see if I can find it really quick here. Bear with me, everyone. My computer moves very slowly. All right, so let's see. Up there. And there it is. All right. And preview. Okay. Okay. All right. And I think we emailed it out, a lot of the information out to everyone too. But I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll go to preview. So I'm going to post a link to the Luna Quilt class series. And again, this is using the Tecoma templates. And then I'm just going to take you over to that on our site really quick. There it is, and that'll show you how amazing this is. So I did put in the comments today, like, comment, and share for a chance to win Luna. So please do that. Like, comment, and share. We'll announce the giveaway next week. But like, comment, and share to win Luna. And I've got Luna now on the screen. So what you see here is the amazing design that I can kind of try to pull it up in bigger scope there, but you can kind of see those designs there that she creates with Luna. And again, it's kind of a cutaway, but it really, she used a really neat fabric for it. And again, those are just using the Tecoma templates to create those designs. So it's a 4-part class series. It includes her Luna Quilt book, and you will not be disappointed. We do already have the Luna Quilt pattern that is also on our website. So let me just go ahead and pull that up. That might give you a little bigger image of the gorgeous quilt. And so you can see that a little bit better there. But that is the Luna Quilt. You can purchase that pattern alone, or you can join the class series. So you have either option. So I'll go ahead and post a link to both of those right now for you to check out. And that could be a fun one to do next if you really want to make the most of those Tecoma templates. Luna Quilt class series. Again, that's starting on June 15th. And her classes, she's in Australia, so her classes start a little later in the day. They start at 4 o'clock. So you could finish up with us and go right over to her class at 4 o'clock, as we're going to have a little bit of overlap since our class series is going to go through June. So excellent. Thanks again, everyone. Have a wonderful day, evening, wherever you're at in your day. And we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.
Bye-bye.